fibers, a very warm welcome to all of you. Once again, we are here to practice a good number of questions related to angiosperms, and since we have already studied about the angiosperms in the previous chapter, in the previous session, yes, we have already completed our I think it's third chapter which is being already completed, which is the plant kingdom, and we have already solved so many questions with the respective topics. Yes, after that we're going to start the next chapter. Yes, angiosperms practice session is today's. Yes, before we start, let me introduce you to myself. I am Anam Khan. I'll be your biology expert for the session 2023 and 2024, and we're going to discuss all the amazing and interesting topics related to the botany. Yes, we're going to discuss everything about it. So let's start the practice of the angiosperm, and please do register yourself for the classes. The classes have been already scheduled. The upcoming classes related to physics, chemistry, everything has been scheduled on the Embibe app, biology. So please go and join us on the Embibe app so you never miss an update regarding anything. And since it's a practice session, the Embibe apps gives you that opportunity to answer directly through your laptop, phones and everything, which is not available on the YouTube. So yes, for that also, to attempt the question yourself, to have that experience, please do join us on the Embibe app. So let's start our practice session. Yes, so children, today's session will be requiring the only questions related to the topic was angiosperms, and even if there is a question other than the angiosperms, you have already studied everything. The topics have been already covered. All these topics have been already covered, so no worries. Yes, next we have, children, very first question on your screen is, many pulses of daily use belong to one of the families. Yes, just a general question, do not worry about it, ma'am, this is not angiosperm. Yes, which family involves the pulses? This is very simple, very common, that which is the family which involves all the pulses. दालें सारी किसमें involve होती हैं? Which family belongs to सारी pulses and everything? Yes, come on, quickly tell me. Which family? Very simple, it's very well known, it's simply the Fabaceae family. Yes, the Fabaceae family includes all the pulses. Yes, so children, it's the Fabaceae family. It was earlier known as Papilionaceae, which was later changed to Fabaceae. This is also you should remember. Yes, and the subfamily under this family is Leguminosae. Legumes, dalein. Yes, that is what you call legumes. So children, the whole pulses which belong to the Fabaceae family, which was earlier known as Papilionaceae, and the subfamily is Leguminosae. You must have studied this in the 11th standard with the morphology of flowering plants. Yes, the next question is this. Onion belongs to which family? Very simple. To which family does the onion belong? Solanaceae, Liliaceae, Asteraceae, Brassicaceae. This is also a very general question, very simple question. Onion belongs to which family? Solanaceae, Liliaceae, Asteraceae. Yes, absolutely simple, it belongs to Liliaceae family. This is also you must have learned in the morphology of flowering plants. An onion, also known as bulb onion or common onion, is a vegetable that is most widely cultivated species of the genus Allium. Its close relative includes garlic, scallion, chive, etc. And onion bulbs modify stem and basically belongs to Liliaceae family. Yes. Next question, children. The gymnosperm endosperm, this is something which when I was discussing about the angiosperm and gymnosperm, I have told you right there also that this is also very important thing, the differentiating factor between the gymnosperms, endosperms and the angiosperms, endosperm. So what do you think is the difference between both of them? I have already explained this, talked about it, said also the question might comes up like that, and here is the question. Now you have to tell me what is the correct answer for this. Yes, haploid developed from female gametophyte, diploid developed from female gametophyte, triploid developed from before fertilization, triploid developed after fertilization. Very simple, we have already discussed about it. Yes. Yes, We have already discussed about it. This is an haploid developed from the female gametophyte before the fertilization. Yes, something which is a differentiating factor between the angiosperms and the gymnosperms. Yes, if you have attended the class, you must have known about it. Next question we have the seed habit. What is a seed habit? What is the reason of having a seed habit? Heterogamy, heterospory, homospory, homogamy. What a seed habit is due to? Yes, seed habit due to the heterospory, megasporophyll, microsporophyll, megasporangium, microsporangium. That is what basically, yes, heterospory is a two different size of spores, two different patterns of growth. Yes, that is what you call the heterospory. Next we have another phenograms, phenerograms. There are cryptograms, there are phenerograms. Phenograms include what? Yes, angiosperm, gymnosperm, pteridophytes, both A or B. Phenerograms contain angiosperm, gymnosperm, pteridophytes, both A and B. It includes only the angiosperms and gymnosperms. Seeded plant. Phenerograms belongs to plants which have seeds. Yes. Next question. Conifers differ from grasses in the... Why conifers and grasses are different from each other? Why the conifers and grasses are different from each other? Yes, the conifer differ from the grasses in terms of formation of endosperm before fertilization, production of seeds from ovules, lack of xylem tracheids, absence of pollen tubes. Yes, what, how, why conifers are different from the grasses? What is the reason? Very simple, the reason is that the conifers formation of endosperm before the fertilization. Yes, conifer belong to gymnosperms and the formation of endosperms takes place before the fertilization. Next, in diploid number of flowering plants is 36. What would be the chromosome number in its endosperm? And a diploid number. Yes, if a diploid number of a flowering plant is 36, what would be the chromosome number in its endosperm? Yes, the correct answer would be the 54. Simple. Yes, endosperm is found between fusion of haploid and a male gamete. N18, diploid secondary nucleus 36. Thus, the endosperm needs to be triploid. So, 3n is equal to 36. Yes, very simple mathematics. Next, The embryo sac of an angiosperm is made up of, very simple, something which you have already learned about it. The embryo sac of an angiosperm, that's a very common thing. The embryo sac of an angiosperm is made up of, the embryo sac of an angiosperm is made up of 8 cells, 7 cells, 8 nuclei, 8 nuclei, 7 cells, 7 nuclei. It's very simple, it's very common also. Yes, the correct answer is 7 celled, 8 nucleus. That time also told you 3 antipodal cells, 3 synergid cells, sorry 2 synergid cells, 1 egg cell, yes, and total central cells, 7 cell, 8 nucleated. Next question. Embryo with 2 cotyledons is called what? Very simple. Embryos with 2 cotyledons is what it is, what you call it? Embryos with 2 cotyledons. Embryos with 2 cotyledons. Correct answer is dicot. Yes, embryos with 2 cotyledons is known as dicot, single cotyledon, monocot. Next question. Endosperm formation begins with, yes, how do the endosperm formation begins in the plant? Yes, absolutely very simple. Endosperm formation begins with 4 options, very simple. Yes, the endosperm formation begins with the fertilization of the polar nuclei. Yes, the polar nuclei, the central cell have 2 nucleus. The male gamete, one male gamete go and fuses with the egg cell, the other male gamete go and fuses with the central cell which have 2 nuclei, converting the ploid into triploid. Very simple. Next question. Male gametophyte with the least number of cells present in, male gametophyte with the least number of cells. Yes, male gametophyte with the least number of cells which is present in Funaria, Lilium, Pinus, Pteris. Yes. The male gametophyte with the least number of cells present in the Lilium. It's the correct answer. The two, their haploid nuclei, angiosperm male gametophyte, namely germ nucleus of the nucleus Lilium is the angiosperm that have 2 male gametophyte. Pinus gymnosperm have 2 prothelial cells. Next question. Among the terms listed below, those are not technical terms used for the floral rolls. Not a technical terms. Very simple. Few of them is not a technical term. Yes, few of them is not a technical term used for the roll. Yes, very simple. Yes, the correct answer would be the second and fourth, which is carpel and sepal is not the technical term. See, androecium and corolla is the technical term for the rolls. Next, which of the following are included under tracheophyta, and that is vascular plants? Very simple. Tracheophyta and vascular plants. Which among them is basically that? Yes, tracheophyta included under tracheophyta. Which under them is included in the tracheophyta? Yes, the correct answer would be the all of these. Yes, all of them have the tracheids, all of them are vascular plants. Next question. The length of the suspensor is, how many cells are there in the suspensor? Yes, when the dicot embryo was developing, we were discussing about the suspensor, yes or no? How much cells are there in the suspensor? 1 cell, 2 cell, 3 cell, 6 to 10 cells. The correct answer is it is 6 to 10 cells long. Suspensor is basically sucking the nutrition for the embryo development. Next, the uppermost cell of the suspensor swells up and forms what? The uppermost cell of the suspensor cell swells up and forms what? Globular embryo, heart-shaped embryo, vascular embryo, radical. Yes, the uppermost cells of the suspensor. It's called vascular cells. Simple. The suspensor is the part of the embryo that helps in pushing the embryo in the endosperms. The lowest cell of the suspensor is known as hypophysis, which is uppermost suspensor cell. Cells from the vascular cell function as haustorium. Very simple. Next, double fertilization is exhibited by, which among them is exhibiting the double fertilization? Yes, which among them is exhibiting the double fertilization? Algae, fungi, angiosperm or gymnosperms? Yes, simple. Angiosperms, yes, they are known for this feature only, the double fertilization. Next, male gametophyte with least number of cells, this is already we have discussed, this is the lilium. Yes, next question. Angiosperms contain both. Yes, which the feature? Tracheids, vessels, both tracheids and vessels, none of these. What contains? Angiosperms contains what? Tracheids, vessels, both, none of these. Yes, it contains both tracheids and vessels. Simply, they are the most advanced flowering plants. Next, classification based on the chromosome number, structure and behavior. What do you call it? You have already discussed about this. Yes, the classification based on the chromosome number, structure, behavior. Very simple. Yes, the classification based on the chromosome number, structure and behavior. Structure and behavior, numerical taxonomy, cytotaxonomy. It is the cytotaxonomy based on the chromosome number, structure and behavior. Very simple. Next question. Which group of dominates the land at present? Which group dominates land at present? Yes. Which group is dominating the land at present? That is basically spread out in a large number. It is the angiosperm. Yes, these are the flowering plants and that dominates most of the land. Next question. What is a thalamus? It's a base of the flower, base of the ovary, modification of pollen grain or modification of petal. Yes. Yes, what is a thalamus? A thalamus is the base of the flower, base of the ovary, modification of pollen, modification of petal. What is that? It is the base of the flower. It's called the thalamus. Yes, thalamus is the base of the flower. The broadness base of the flower at the tip of the pedicel is called torus or thalamus or a receptacle. Next we have the type of pollination in angiosperms. Yes, what kind of pollination is dominating in angiosperms? The type of pollination on angiosperm, self pollination only, cross pollination, indirect or direct pollination. Yes, quickly. It is the indirect pollination. Yes, that's the most common. Next we have angiosperms have dominated the land flora primarily because of that. Yes, what is the reason that the angiosperms has been dominating the land? Yes, what could be the reason of that? That this is the reason the angiosperms are being dominating. Answer is power of adaptability and diverse habitat. Yes, they have adapted in adverse conditions also and they are having a very diverse habitat. Yes. Next question. Which of the following pairs of example correctly group the spermatophyta according to the schemes of classifying plants? Yes, the correct classification. What is the correct classification among all of these? What is the correct classification? The correct answer is ginkgo and pisum. It's been correctly matched and paired. Very simple. Next, we have in angiosperm functional megaspore develop into a, how the functional mega, 3 will degenerate, 1 will remain and 1 will develop into a what? Into a what? In angiosperm functional megaspore develop into what? The correct answer is the embryo sac. Our remaining functional megaspore will develop into a embryo sac. So children, this is all about today's session. We have so many questions practiced of the particular angiosperms, and have you seen? So children, what is this? This is the Embibe which I was talking about. You can log in through your phone number and your email ID and select your school examination. You can select any board you belong to. Click on the 11th CBSE, select the language, and you will land on this page. As you click on the home page button, you go to the Embibe live classes. All the upcoming classes will be scheduled over here. You can join us over here, children. Yes, these are the upcoming classes. Next, these are the classes for the next 7 days. What you have to do, you have to register yourself for the class and check out the pre-class activity. As you can see, we have scheduled all the classes for the upcoming. Yes, children. Okay, so you can learn, you can practice, you can test yourself, and you can always see how much you have achieved. And next, this is the Embibe Lens app, which is the amazing app. What you can do, just scan the text, it will highlight all the keywords and will show you everything in 3D. We're going to start the next important chapter which have already scheduled on Abhyaas classes. Do not miss. Please register yourself for the class. We'll meet again at the same timing. Until then, keep imbibing. Bye-bye.
Keep imbibing. We believe in you.